Hey guys, wait, can I? Hello, okay, I can see it now. Triple star. TPT, the sky is blue. Why is the sky blue? You asked me that question. Tony, I greet you too. No be so worry my ear. You have question, triple star. Go ahead and ask now. Go ahead and ask. Ask. That's why I'm here, man. I'm here today for you guys. Wait. My login. I want to use my laptop to play this song today. Ay. Grooving. Triple star, you can ask a question. Okay. Ask a question in the comment section. Good evening to you all. We shall be like I this, like I that, like I this, like I that. So I'm not seeing your question. I see the wait. I'm trying to do something here. I want to be able to see, like, what's it called now? I want to be able to see the chat. Go. So that I can communicate better with you guys. This is the Ask Me Anything session. Wait, is he showing? Okay, I don't even notice. Okay, I play my song now. Sure. Okay. I don't think this will be effective like that though. Buka. What's your view about trading? Hey, NCCAC. Good evening. I guess you're fine. My bro. What's your view about trading in the next 5 years? Because people been talking about AI will take place. AI is not taking place over anything now. But the question is very important here because I don't know what did I use to log in my Spotify in my phone, bro. Let's check. I don't use my phone. You know what? No worry. So to answer your question, triple star. This within the color, AI would not be able to like take everything. It's not possible. You know why? And let me put it this way. Already, as we speak, we already use AI. Some people use AI tools to trade already. It's just let me tell you like this now. For example, let's say the police they're about to search for some persons or they want to look for people, they can get those people. I should use YouTube Music. Okay, I'll use YouTube Music then. I've never used it before. So as I was saying, so let's say police want to search for some persons, right? And let's say we split those police into two factions. Now we now limit the technology of one and give the other one more technology. The one that has more technology and experience, right, will be able to track down those people that are missing or they are looking for. Alright? Then why the ones that have little technology, right, it will be hard for them to find those persons. So think about it, same thing in trading. The information that we have is limited. We don't have the same technology as some persons. There are some persons, they have advantage, they have access to some kind of, not just information. Now this one is not information based. They have access to kind of sophisticated technology that they use to trade, and obviously it is already AI. AI simply means artificial intelligence, right? It's already AI. Let me put it this way. See, they are big banks, they are big institutions, right? That they use AI to check. They can use AI to like check what is the sentimental approach of majority of traders. They use it, so it's not something. It's not like it won't happen in the next 10 years. No, it's already there. You get that kind of information. They would not want to, that kind of technology. They would not want to release it to the public, to the masses. You get, but AI is just a tool. It depends on the user. It will always be like that. So sometimes your AI says, some people just do copy and paste. They don't know that sometimes that the AI is making mistakes. So I don't think so. But let's see now. In the next 10 years, in the next 5 years, we'll be here. Right? That's why you should make your own money fast before anything happens. So this is. I hope I've answered your question, Triple Star. This is a live session. Hey, this is a live session, and we are discussing few things, right? G100. Wait, I'm coming now. It be like one of my trade have stop loss. Hey, then you can check it. Yeah, it's some people have been selling bots. If you even check it, do you know since when people have been selling bots, bro? People have been selling bots for long, like long ago. So it's not something of now. Do you understand? No, it's not a now thing. No, now. So big one, big time. I sing along. Every time that you like I do, everything. Oh yo, 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 oh yo. So you can ask questions you want to ask, right? They might be technical analysis related, whatever related. Ask your question. This is your chance. I don't host sessions like this all the time, so ask away. I will sing along. I want to enter some trades. Oh yeah. It's just 2 hours, guy. See my stop loss. My stop loss delay 421. Let me use $40 divided by 4.1. 10 positions. 9 has gone to 0. I'm coming now. I also attend to questions if there are any. Let me see. Let's see. I don't think there are. Right? Oh, how can I identify a 4-hour value chalk from one that is invalid? So it's not making for liquidity. Which asset is this, brother? Okay, this is synthetics. Tony, I'm coming to that question now. This is synthetics. My guy, this is synthetics. Jump 100. I'm trading different things. Sing along. I'm coming to that question that you asked. Doing just hold on. I don't forget how much we did stop loss just now, guy. Hey, my MT5 is acting up. Say this XB5 no see I dey take trade sha. I dey buy. Okay. 6-5. That is. Bum 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 bum. Okay. If you are trading synthetics, you can take this trade with me. I want to just take like 2 hours. Actually, synthetics today, I sure don't trade in. God. Do you know? What's a woman for Lapo? Then I know. I've withdrawn. I think I've withdrawn today like 4 times. I think it's also 4 or 5 now. I don't even know, guy. Bum bum bum. As a person, take another better jump. Bum bum. My money now, lately I pay pressure. You must apply your teeth. It's money that comes from me. It's money that comes. Okay, alright. I've entered the trade, I'm managing for just synthetics accounts, like I'm managing like how many is it now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm managing like 5 accounts, 5 synthetic accounts. That's why I delayed. Then another. So let's go straight into your question. A stony question first. How can you identify a valid 4-hour change of character from one that is not valid? So it's not making for liquidity. See, let me tell you this. Let me reduce this music without the enter serious talk. I'll reduce this music now. Chill. Alright, I don't reduce the music. I'll still play it though, but let me just be playing it like that. So this is one thing that, should I just use this? Let me just use this. This is one thing that majority of traders, they kind of like make mistakes in. You guys should drop the question. I'll be looking at the question right now. There are 3 types of structure in the market. Not past 3. Anything more than that is you that is doing past yourself. See, listen to what I'm about to say. There is only 3 structures in the market. There is an uptrend. I was discussing with somebody yesterday night about this. There are only 3 structures in the market. If you have a problem identifying structures, then you just need to go and visit the basics again, because the basic things are so simple, but people tend to complicate them, and it's not their fault. It's because whoever is teaching them or something, they try to overcomplicate this thing to make them sound smart. And that's why you should be careful who you are learning from, right? This is the only 3 structures that you have in the market. You have only bullish structure, bearish structure, and then a ranging market, which I used to refer to as consolidation or choppy markets, right? Now follow me very well. I remember I did a course outline. I was explaining all of this. I explained it in details, but just that I've deleted all those videos. We did it for 3 months, where I taught a lot of you, right? I'm coming. Let me try and log in the Restream. Let me see if I can log in this thing on my phone, so I would not need to be going. Let's see this one to show me Amazon for now. Let me log it on my phone so that I will just be looking at it from my phone here. So, okay. So hang in there. I'm about to explain. I want to be able to see all your questions. That's why, X is not showing me these things directly. I'm still working on it. But that's not an issue. Overstay my welcome. Yeah. Wait. Where did I see? There you go. Channels, chats. Okay, I think I'm trying to. I'm seeing only channels here. I'm trying to use my phone. Okay, I think I've seen it. I'm seeing it now. Beautiful. Okay, let's see. It's loading now though. I'm not seeing anybody's. Okay, this is it here. Oh, hi, girl. So you hold on. I want to be able to see. So I might just delay a bit, but I want to be able to see all your questions so that nobody's left out. Alright. All your questions so that nobody's left out. This is not showing properly. It's supposed to show channels. No. If you like gym, I don't know, I just like this song. You see, if you like gym. Okay, I think I can see it now. Yeah, I can see it now. I can see the questions as they are popping in now. And the last one is from Mr. John, but just I can't see the past one. What's up, bro? I'm good, though. I'm good. So I'm answering Toyin's question now. So let's go on. So you can drop your questions. I'll definitely see them and I'll attend to them. Do you understand? So like I said, there are three structures in the market. There is an uptrend, there is a downtrend, and there is a ranging market. Do you understand? Now, be careful of who you learn from, because these persons, they can tend to make this thing very confusing for you. In the advent of trying to sound smart, trying to sound like, okay, they are filled with so many grammatical words and all that, there are only three structures in the market. Now, other structures that form, they are substructures, right? Where's my journal? One of my journal, I think I wrote them. I'm in my station, yes, so everything I'm looking for is supposed to be, yes, I've seen it. So every other thing that you can think of, every other thing that you can ever think of, right, they are inside the structure. What are they? They are just two. They have the market structure shift and the change of character. ICT, that's where we use market structure shift. SMC use change of character. But when you merge them together, that's like two different things to me. And I'll explain now, so that you will not get this confused again. So like I said, there are only three structures in the market: uptrend, downtrend, and a ranging market. So it's either market is going up, or is going down, or is going sideways. Now, to the substructures, you then have market structure shift. Alright, so let's use an example of an uptrend. Now, what is a market structure shift? It means that, let me in the layman English so you quickly understand. It simply means a situation whereby the trend of the market shifts temporarily or permanently, to a different structure, a different market entirely. Almost similar to a change of character also. It's almost similar, because why I say temporarily and permanently is because sometimes a market structure shift can occur from bullish to bearish, and then immediately it occurs again. So that's why I use temporarily or permanently. The temporarily might be a minute time frame shift, it might be an hour time frame shift, but in the bigger time frame it hasn't shifted. So let me just explain it. So this is an uptrend, right? So it is only considered that this uptrend will shift if it breaks what? The last structural low. But this is the mistake that you all do, that I've seen majority of people do, is when price breaks this low like this, and this is the question Toyin is asking, when price breaks this low like this, immediately you start considering it. This is your own mistake now, many of you. Immediately you start considering it as a structure shift, but no, it's not a structure shift yet. It is not, because a structure shift should have a second break of structure. This is what TechCris already say. You guys should go and tag TechCris. You should come and see. I'm explaining this video. So you need a second break of structure to verify that a structure shift has occurred. So Because then why am I saying that? Because you might want to tag this as a market structure shift. Oh, because you might want to tag this as a market structure shift and say, okay, you want to use probably a breaker block or Quasimodo here, and then suddenly, now many of you would attest to this. Then suddenly you see this. Am I right or wrong? I know I'm right. There's no need for you to answer. Then this will happen. You know why? It's because you are not patient. That's why you're not patient. So when you have a market structure shift like this, or when you have a break of structure like this, what I used to tell people is, I say, call this a pending shift. It's a pending one because it hasn't given you the second break. When it gives you the second break this way, then your market structure shift is valid. Remember, the market structure shift, the first thing is it has to take out the structure low or the structure high, depending on the trend we're looking at. Alright, so it takes out the structure low. That is a pending structure shift. Put it in your mind. If you miss me here, take math and sleep. If it breaks the structure low, for example, we're in an uptrend, as it breaks the structure low, it is called a pending shift. It is not yet a market structure shift. When it breaks for the second time, like it breaks this and it breaks for the second time, this is then what a market structure shift. You can then find your liquidity spot like this and trade this. Do you understand? So now if you say, okay, you like to annotate your chart, now you can then identify this as your what? As your market structure shift. Are you getting my point now? So most times when you're marking, it's not yet a market structure shift because it doesn't have a second breaker structure. Now this is a case of a what? Uptrend. So meaning a case of a downtrend. Yeah, okay, beautiful. Let me just continue from where this one is. So in the case of a downtrend, right, you can drop your question. I'm coming to everybody's question. In the case of a downtrend, this is what you have, right? So price is going down. So meaning a structure shift will occur when price will takes out what? The structure high, because a downtrend is established when it makes lower high and lower low. So when it breaks the structure high, which is the lower high, it is a pending shift. It is not yet a structure shift because this can just turn out to be liquidity. Are you getting it now? So when you wait and then it does this, then you now have a market structure shift because of what? The second break of structure. Are you getting it now? This is just the market structure shifts case. Then what about the second one? We now have a change of character. So in a bullish move like this, right, in a bullish move like this, a change of character is a failed break in line with the direction of the trend. So in line with the direction of an uptrend, what would the failed break look like? So instead of it to break high, it breaks opposite. This is a change of character. Do you understand that? If it's a downtrend like this, let's say this is a downtrend bar, so price is coming down, so what are we going to consider a change of character? When it fails to break the structure low and it breaks it against it. Are you getting it now? So a change of character fails to break the structure that is in line with the direction of the trend. A market structure shift breaks, it shifts as the word entails now, a structure shift. So it shifts the structure from bullish to bearish, from bearish to bullish. I hope I've been able to answer that, Twain. I hope I've been able to answer that. Okay, top down analysis, I'll do that. Just know that high time frame carries the most valid detail of the market. Yeah. So you see what Insicars is telling you, Twain. Very important. That's why I don't leave the 4 hour. I've married the 4 hour time frame. You're absolutely right. This is my problem. Which time frame to use to confirm higher time frame or lower time frame? No, you use the higher time frame because if you go mark structure shift for lower time frame, make the structure never shift from higher time frame. Do you understand? You can see a structure shift in minutes time frame, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But in 4 hours, it's just one candle that is just moving. Do you understand? So it's better to always frame. That is why it is advisable to frame your buyers. Are you getting the point now? It's advisable. If you watch Tony Ike, you watch TechCraze, you watch these guys that trade structure, right? you will see that any of their trade is not against the structure of the market. It's usually in line with the structure of the market. If Tony Ike is buying gold, he's buying gold. If you check the 4-hour time frame, if you check the hour time frame, it is always bullish. Am I right? So that is why it's advisable that when you are treating an instrument, when you are trading an instrument, pick your bias, frame your bias from the hour time frame. Bias simply means direction. Are you getting it now? The direction and the structure. You frame it from the higher time frame. Don't forget, I've told you that there are only 3 structures in the market: uptrend, downtrend, and the ranging market. Then you have substructures. The substructures is when we have change of characters and market structure shifts. Nothing else. Any other thing is too much noise. Nothing else again. Do you understand? So, when you're framing your, if you do this, I'm putting it to you. Your trading is going to take a new leaf, like a different ball game. Practice it. I'm putting it, just please practice it. Please, I beseech you, practice it. So that is for the question that Tony asked. Before this thing updated here, I need to see, some of you dropped the question. Which asset is this? Okay, that asset is the derivative I'm trading. Where it is, chef? You see, I just bought it now, so it's going just to around to buy Insicac. It's jump 100. I used top down analysis for confirmation and all that. That's good. I never trade index before. For real, guy, I did trade that one. That is where my, when currency do anyhow, that's where I run to. That's my saving grace. How do you know difference between real structure, change of character, and fake? Because I trade 15 minutes and saw change of character, then I wiped out. It's simple. I hope I've answered that. Triple star. When you see a structure shift in the minute time frame, I've already told you, frame your bias from where? Frame it from the higher time frame. Frame your structure from the higher time frame. What you want to now trade in the lower time frame is your confirmations. If at all you go to the lower time frame. For example, you just saw me enter this trade now. See this particular trade, you just saw me enter now, right now. It's just 2 hours I'm trading it, right? The structure for me is what? Is bullish. I didn't go to the lower time frame. I only see I'm in 2 hours. I just stayed in 2 hours. I picked OB and I'm in the trade. So except you go to lower time frames, right? That is another case, right? That's a different case entirely. So I guess I've answered that question from Triple Star and Towing. Yeah. Mr. John, what's good now? What's good? Okay, top down analysis. Yeah, I'm coming to top down analysis. Yeah, top down analysis is a very simple one. So if you guys have questions, so ask your questions. I want to help as many as possible on this. So those of you that are in the chat, right? Thank you for joining. I'm attending to your questions. Ewo, Odumodu. I want to get water. Hold on, let me get. So drop your questions. I'm looking at them from my phone here, so I can address it. So Triple Star, I attended to your question. Tony, I want to attend to your top down analysis. Let me get water. I don't know the I'm just using my mouth. You don't know the drink water. John, if I bite me for neck, waiting I call the drink saliva. This guy, I beg you. And this and that. I don't know the model songs, but I like the song. I just like it. So let me give an example now. Tony, you asked a question on top-down analysis, yeah? So what I'm about to do, this is a live trade I'm presenting on this stage right now that is running on Drum 75. Right? So I saw a comment in the morning, basically, there's no rest day, no rest day. I did work like Asake. At one point, Asake was dropping song back to back. They say the guy they drop song, I say the whole person. I'm not resting. There's no time now. I'm making hay while the sun shines. So, for top-down analysis, yeah, top-down analysis is pretty simple. Basic, very very simple stuff. It simply means you are taking your analysis from the higher time frame down to a much lower time frame that you pick your entries from. So what does the top-down analysis entail? Let me just list them down if I can remember. So the top-down analysis, number one, should entail direction. Yeah, are you getting it now? Direction. After direction is set from the higher time frame, the second thing you want to do is liquidity. That liquidity depends though. And then the last thing you want to do is entry. So just these three. And when I said liquidity, it depends, because you guys are here. I've taught you countlessly that you don't need liquidity at all times. In fact, you see my chart from time to time, so you know you don't see me trade liquidity all the time. In fact, don't go too far. The trade I took today that I posted, I think I made $200 and something from that trade. Just small trade this morning. I didn't use liquidity. Which trade be that? Let me see. Hold on, no, let me get it for you. Jump 50. It should still be there. You will see it. No liquidity. This is it here now. So anything I'm teaching you or whatever, right? I'm doing them live. So did you see any liquidity here? No, I just took the trade. Alright? So it is not all the time that you need liquidity. No. Which trade are you even doing on now, Seth? Where is it? Okay, this is what I was trying to explain. Oh, I not save this thing, but no problem. So again, like I said, is a ask me anything session. Make sure you go to the comment section, like on the live chat. You can ask. I can see it now. I was advised by Fortune, Fortune God. It brought my attention to it that they don't see comments. That I don't see my comment or something, and that's why I had to do something about it. So I fixed that now. So if you're sending a message, I can see your chat now. Do you understand, right? So to proceed. Like I was saying, I was explaining the top-down analysis. I said the first thing you need is direction. The second thing you need is liquidity, which is not usually important like that. So let me just repeat it here. So direction. Alright? Second thing is liquidity. You don't need it all the time. You don't need it all the time. So 3. Imbalance, right? I just remember that. Then entry. So since the first explanation I made, I was explaining what direction is. Like, this is how you can frame your bias. That you have only 3 structures: bullish, bearish, ranging. Finish. So if you go to the higher time frame, let's say you go to a monthly time frame now. I think this is the time I can use. Let me use this one. So if you go to a monthly time frame now, so that the thing I'm writing will not leave. Will you even copy it? Control C. Yes, hopefully it copies, because I don't know. Yeah, copied. Okay. So if you go to monthly time frame now, there are few things you're going to see, but I want you to focus on just few things, right? Just very few. So let's say we're using EuroCAD now as an example, a perfect example, EuroCAD. So let's say want to do a top-down analysis for EuroCAD. Now let me tell you this, there is no, because you do this mistake too, there is no textbook pattern to telling how you want to use your top-down analysis. None. There isn't any. if you say you want to do your top down analysis from, if you say your higher time frame is 30 minutes, yeah, you can use it given that you've mastered it. If you say your higher time frame is 4 hours, you can use it, so you're going to use 4 hours downwards in the hour time frame. If you say it's 30 minutes or 45 minutes, you say okay, that is going to be your higher time frame downwards. Are you getting it now? If you say it's weekly time frame, you say okay, weekly time frame is your higher time frame, you're going to use it downwards. So the top down analysis, I just want to correct that before I proceed. So the top down analysis is directly proportional to the time frame that you really trade and you've mastered. Should get. So let's continue. So for example now, Euro card. If I were to do a top down analysis on this, the way I trade I'll first of all go to a weekly time frame. If I want to do, but I don't really do that. I don't do it because everything I trade is from the 4 hour time frame. So this is the weekly time frame here. This is weekly time frame now. So please pay attention to something. Now I want you to look at something, right? Look at the candles, the way they close, where they are going to. You should, once you look at this already, you should know that it's already choppy. I'll give an example now. Let me give an example, a pure example of what I'm trying to say. Okay, good. So this is the same Euro card. Look at the structure here. This is the weekly time frame. Don't forget that in a weekly time frame, 7 candles. How many candles now don't form? 7 days, right? So look at this. After price closes, it closes above. You can carefully, or you can just say okay, the next drawn liquidity should be the next high, like that. It closes above, like that. You say the next one should be up. When it closes below like this, when it rejects below like this, then you say okay, the next drawn your liquidity should be low like this. It's just recently I just found out that the way I used to do this thing is the same thing people used to call CRC. Honestly speaking, I did not know. Me, I was just framing my own bias and doing whatever I want to do. You get. So this thing I've just done now, but let me just take it back for you to be able to really understand what I'm saying. So this is the weekly time frame, like we said, right? Now you want to look at how the candle is closing. So next candle that closed, you see this one is closing above. It closed above the previous candle, so we're going to be expecting that in that week, what are you going to be focused on? Bullish move, right? Bullish move. I'm coming now. I'll stay with this one now. So the candle is still closing. That's not closed. So it's still closing. Hasn't closed. Can I move this to weekly? I can't move it. No problem. So it has closed now. It closed what? It closed bullish. Now point is, this one has not formed. Don't forget that. Let me take it back. Let's take this one back. Don't forget that the next candle has not formed. Is this one that has formed, and it closed bullish as compared to the previous candle. So what you're going to be expecting is okay, price should continue going where? Up. That is why you have this next candle up. So as this next candle has already obliterated the previous candle high, what should you be expecting once this one closes? You expect it to be bullish. So let's see where it ends. This one is crazy. So it rejects. So it closes bullish. Now we'll be expecting that in this new week, because this is going to be a new week, this particular candle is going to be a new week, right? You'll be expecting that in this new week, you're going to be expecting price to be what? To be bullish there also. So let's see. Maybe you buy throughout that week. Do you see? It's bullish, but how does it close? That's where our matter is. Let's see. Hasn't closed. It closed. Now it closed inside, rejecting inside the previous candle high. So if I'm trading from the hour time frame, which is the weekly time frame, to frame buyers, automatically, let me just take this one off. So if I'm trading like that, right, automatically during the next week, I will not be expecting price to go up because it closed inside the previous week high. So I will be expecting to trade below, meaning I'll just be looking for probably a market structure shift, a displacement, and not. Let's just check it first. Let's see, go 4 hours, right? So I'll be expecting what, a market structure shift, something that will just shift, a change of character that will just shift to the downside and position myself, and then I take the trade, and I can even see it already. So for example, right, you now know that I want to take a sell. So this is the reconstruction 1, the second break of structure 2. I tell you 2 break of structure tells you the trend. So we have 2 break of structures. Have that in mind. Next thing is liquidity spots itself. Then you have this. Then you have this. So already a structure shift has already occurred. So you can take this one. You can take the entry from here. Hold on, no. Let's go back to the weekly time frame to see where the drawn liquidity will be. So since this is the candle dropping downwards, and don't forget we cannot overemphasize that okay the price is bullish in itself. So we know that this one says we're already trading in reversal. Hold on, let me see. The practitioner. We live with the practitioner. So let's see how far price is going to sell, but we expect it to sell. Oh, I can't change this thing to 4 hours again. Oh, let me put it in 10x. So it sells for a while. Don't forget this is your entry. This is where your entry is, and we saw it from the weekly time frame. Press it do with a big machine. No, that doesn't suck my thing. Okay. What has it done now? So look at what I've just done. I just broke down the whole higher time frame shenanigans for you. So we got our entry from here. Why did I mark this part? If you go back to the weekly time frame, like I said, I said we're already in a bullish market. You can see the way the candles are forming. So meaning anything that is coming down now will be like a retracement. So you saw what I did. I simply just marked it up like this and identify what the middle of this candle, because price is at least supposed to pull back towards the consequent encroachment, which is 50%. This is how structure move. I don't know if I'll be able to deal with what is this thing I used to call again, or complete I don't forget. There's my notes. I think it's here. Oh no, I've forgotten what I used to call it. I know it in my head, but I've forgotten what I used to call it. But what I'm trying to say is time will fail to permit me to explain structures that are complete or not complete. You know, when the structures are not complete, they seek liquidity. When structures are complete, they don't need to seek liquidity. But I will just I'll still explain it. So the point is, after identifying this whole candle, right, see where we got our entry from here. So there's no way you're going to tell me that you take an entry from here and you're trading what I just showed you now, and you hold your trade down to this side and you not make a lot of money. You make a lot of money, bro. A lot. Are you getting that? You make a lot of money. A lot. So you see where the entry is. It's not that you want to hold it. That's why I said it depends on the trader and the time frame that he has mastered. I'm correcting it again. Put it to your head. There is no textbook pattern to identifying what's it called now? Top-down analysis. It is not by force that they tell you say you want to start from the monthly time frame and come to the weekly time frame and come to the daily time frame and come to the hourly time frame. No. Me now, for example, I have mastered using the 4-hour chart. I can use the 4-hour chart as my higher time frame. So anytime I want to come down, right, anything you want to do below should be number 1 to confirm structure, number 2 to confirm entry. That's all. Are you getting what I'm saying now? You want to just confirm 2 things once direction is set. To confirm you're looking for certain confirmations, right? And then you're looking for your entry. That's all. Nothing else. So I hope. Let's see. Is there any question again apart from that? So I think I've been able to answer that top-down analysis. So top-down analysis should be proportional to the time frame that you've mastered. If you mastered minutes time frame, use what's the highest time frame in the minutes time frame? What is it here? What is it? Let's see. 45 minutes. So look at it now. 45 minutes is the highest time frame in the minute time frame. That means you want to use 45 minutes as your higher time frame. So anything below should be what you now use as what? As confirmations and entry. For example, me now, I've mastered 4 hours. That is where I pick my direction. So anything below, I pick for confirmations and what entry. Sometimes I check 8 hours, sometimes I check 6 hours. You see my chart, you've seen it. I used to check 8 hours. That is when what I'm looking for in 4 hours is not clear. I'll just go and check it 8 hours. Do you understand? So in the aspect of what's it called now? The aspect of top-down analysis is pretty simple. I think I hope I've addressed that, Tony. I hope you are still on the chat. I've not seen anybody asking any other questions again. The last thing someone said here is, which step to overcome fear? My strategy work, but fear rots arm and make me out. Okay, maybe take you out before TP. That's what you're trying to say, yeah? Okay, I'll address that now. So, but for those ones that are just joining, right? This is the Ask Me Anything session. You have some confusions, you need some clarifications, you don't want to be confused as you are trading, and these things have been bothering you, you have issues with them, type it in the comment section. You don't need to be in the main post comment, like in the live chat. I will see it, I'm seeing it here, and then I will address it, alright, as we are going. So, triple star, you said, can you refrain again on this your question, like it's not, so that I don't explain something that you're not saying actually. Send me my money, Rummy, oh, bring me my money. Do, heavy like a turkey. Rummy, oh, Rummy like money. So I'm waiting for the question. What's his name now? This man of Jesus, man of God. I'm not seeing this thing. Okay. Please do record. I can rewatch on Telegram. It's automatically recorded on X. Don't worry. It's recorded on X. For those of you asking, it's recorded on X. Opening my chat was the first step to take. Oh, that one is pretty simple. I even like that one. Opening your chat was the first thing to take. I like that one. You know why? Because I think I used to see one time like that. I was giving them the breakdown. I'll say, do this, and do that. But this is it's pretty simple. When you open your charts, the first thing you want to take, or the first thing you want to take into consideration, is what is the direction of the market. The way I used to put it, this is the way I used to put it. I'll say, where is the last break of structure? So, give me an example. In the chat, just comment any. I like doing that so that I know you guys are online and you're engaging what I'm saying. Any instruments, currency pair, synthetics, whatever, type it and then I'll show you exactly what I'm trying to talk about. So you want to check, okay, where's the last break of structure? The reason for the last break of structure is because it tells you the direct trend, the present trend. Many of you make mistakes while hitting unnecessary losses because you are held bent on taking one particular type of trade. If you don't take that trade, you'll not have peace. So type the instruments, type it. Let's see, Euro CHF, Euro USD. Okay, let's use Euro CHF first before going to, let's use Euro CHF first before Euro USD. So Euro CHF, let's go there. So this Euro CHF chart, let me just delete this stuff. So this is the Euro CHF chart. I think this thing might be blocking you guys' eyes. I don't know. Let's make it shorter. Okay. So that you can see. Okay, yeah. So this Euro CHF chart, let's put it in 4 hours. Now, let me see, there's nothing here. The first thing I will do, looking at this structure, the very first thing I want to do, is I want to know what the direction of the market is. So what did I say? I say identify your last break or structure. Please see this number to say it is golden. When I mean it's golden, it helped me for a very long time before I stopped I just stopped memorizing it. I didn't need it anymore. So the first thing is was identify the last break or structure. So look at this chart now. Where's the last break or structure? Here. So let's identify it now. That's what we said. Identify. So BOS bar. Let's make it shorter. So we've identified the last break or structure. The next thing I used to say is identify the origin of the break or structure. Origin means the level, area, region that is responsible for pulling that break or structure. So where is it? Here. Alright, that becomes the what? Origin of break or structure. So now let's go down. So after first thing is, so I don't forget, first thing is what? Identify, oh shit. First thing is identify the last break or structure. Second thing is identify the origin of the break or structure, right? Then the last thing is identify POI. This is the only three things you are doing on the chart. Immediately open your chart. Okay, so we've identified the last break or structure and we know that it is a bearish move. Okay, identify the origin of the break or structure. How do we know that it's a bearish move? Because we have two break or structures. Please don't forget that. So you have one, you have two break or structures in a particular direction tells you your what? Your trend. I hope you will not forget that. So so the next thing is to identify the origin of the break or structure, which we have identified here. And usually the origin of the break or structure usually is your liquidity spot. So you then want to check. Now this is where people don't get. You then want to check if you are going to use liquidity on that trade or not. I have taught you countlessly how to check that. You don't need liquidity. Now please listen to this. You don't need liquidity when price closes with an imbalance after a break or structure. So this is a bearish move. So this is what I'm trying to say, right? So say after this second break or structure, price closed like this and it left an imbalance or a gap. I'm putting it to you, don't take my word for it, but go and check your chart. You don't need liquidity to be swept in this case. I'm not saying it's 100% certain. I'm not saying that is a must. I'm saying that more often than not, you don't need it. That's why you don't see me use liquidity all the time. So if it closes with an imbalance, or it closes, opening gap, imbalance, or whatever the case may be, right? After the break or structure, you don't need liquidity. Price will either respect a bearish breaker block here, or it goes to the other block and it sells from there. This is the reason why most times you miss trades. I think you are getting the point now. You miss the trade, be like, oh shit, price was supposed to get to this POI, but it didn't get there. Now that is number one case. Then number two case is when the break or structure closes like a sweep. You know those kind of break or structure that immediately after price close, it's like a sweep. It just goes back again inside the level that it broke. That kind of structure usually will sweep liquidity. You know why? Because this is where I see it. I see it as the intention of price to move farther or move longer is not yet there. Price wants to move but it's not yet there. And there's a statement I used to make. There will be no significant movement in price until liquidity has been swept. So when you have that case like that, when price just breaks structure and then it doesn't close with an imbalance or a gap or whatever, it just goes back in, mark your liquidity spot, and price is going to sweep it. In most cases, price will go back to sweep it. Then second case in this is if after the break of structure, price begins to print a choppy market for you like this. So it's choppy like this, meaning it's not just, it didn't close with an imbalance or a gap, but it's just choppy. You see those price action now, right? It's choppy like this. Price will sweep liquidity and then continue. Do you understand? Do you get it now? So in this case now, this is the break of structure. Identify what the break of structure. Identify the origin of the break of structure. This is it. Identify the POI. So if you want to identify POI here now, just identify everything above here, because these are rejection blocks. So if you want to take a trade from here now, you can take a trade from here. So are you seeing it now? I think it's pretty simple, it's not hard, right? So it becomes very easy for you to identify structure and trade them. The second person, he said we should use Euro USD. Alright, so I'm going to Euro USD now, and we'll use the same thing. Let me just copy this, Ctrl C, right? So we'll use Euro USD and we're going to use the same thing. Now me, I used to use forex.com. I don't use all those ones that everybody uses. I don't want any lagging or anything, right? So let me just clear everything, right? You guys should not forget, drop the questions. Let me see, if not I would not know. I don't know what is in your mind, right? That is why this session is here. So you have questions, drop them while I do my best to attend them. Okay. So for those ones that are just joining, I am not teaching a particular course or anything right now. It is an ask me anything session. So go to the comment section, drop what you are confused about while I explain it. So this is AUSD, right? If I'm doing entering the trade or the chart, what's the first thing I will do? That's what I'm about to show you, but identify the last break of what structure. So from 4 hours, this is 4-hour chart now. The last break of structure that I can see is here, right? That's the last break of structure. The origin of that break of structure, the level that leads to that break of structure, the origin is here, right? And then identify POI, which is everything that is here. Everything that is here. This is it. To me, this is it. I can then go to the lower time frame now and then now make it even much more better. Because if I go to the lower time frame now, yeah, last break of structure that I can see, you have one here, you have one here. But the problem with this is, you want to really know which one is the correct one. Which one should you use? Because you have a break. Let me go to 1 hour so you see. Because you have a break of structure to the downside, you still have a break of structure to the upside. So which one should you use? I think it's pretty clear. The one that had 2 break of structures, like a previous thing that has 2 break of structures. So if you look at it, which one previously has 2 break of structures? Let's look at it again. Look at it from 1 hour. Which one do you think has 2 break of structures? Is it the downside or the upside? So let's see. So you have this break, right? 2, right? So structure is bullish already here. The sweep of liquidity is here. So then you have 1 break. Thank God, this was what I was explaining to you guys when I was talking about structure shift. So many people now want to trade this as a bearish move, which is fine. You can trade it, but there's no confirmation that this is bearish yet, because the structure is still bullish from this end. You have 1, 2, 3, 2 break of structures. The bearish break of structure is only 1. We don't have a second one, so we cannot treat it as a bearish move yet. Do you understand? So in most cases, highest case, on Monday when you see this market open, it might just do this. It might just break up. Why? Because the prevailing structure is bullish. So it becomes that simple when you are trying to identify structure, when you are trying to trade whatever you are trading, right? You look for the last break of structure, you check for the origin of that break of structure, and then you trade what? The POI from that structure. Let's see, we took a trade on BTC previously. This is a trade on BTC, yeah? So looking at this chart, right? Let's take it back before we took the trade. So before we took the trade, yeah, this is it. So this is the trade. So I want to play it now. So price broke structure here. After price broke structure here, from what I've been saying, identify the last break of structure. Yes. Identify your origin of the break of structure, which is here, and that's the POI also, because every other one here has been mitigated except this one, and that's why you see this line is still here. This became my first POI, this is my second POI. Anyone that plays out, I'm fine with it. And then we had the TP with the first POI. So it becomes easy for you to identify. Structure is not supposed to be hard. Are you getting it now? It's not supposed to be hard, honestly speaking. So I guess I've been able to answer those questions. Then this guy Triple Star, you asked the question on how can how do you put it now? You say which step do you follow to overcome fear? Because you know your strategy will work, but fear would not. Fear would not allow you hold that you used to close your trade before price even does anything, right? Whereas normal, it's not that one I can tell you is normal because it did do me too before, but I had to grow away from it. When I mean I grow away from it, yeah, the only way to conquer fear in trading is to trade, but not just to trade. Now listen to what I'm about to say. It's not just to trade, it's to trade with confidence. Let me tell you something. Maybe you don't have money to do anything, you no money not really there, you want to do anything, right? And you really want to buy maybe a laptop, you want to buy a gadget, depending, maybe a commodity, maybe something you can eat, whatever. You want to buy something, and then you don't know how to buy it, there's no way to buy it. Somebody now came to meet you. Let me use your junior brother or your junior sister now came to meet you. Go and meet this woman and collect it, tell her that I will pay. And normal, you know, see your junior brother no get money, doesn't have money, or your junior sister no get money. Will you go for that errand? Will you go and get it? I want to see your answers in the comment section. Before I continue, I want to see it. So I know I'm not talking to myself. I want to see your answers in the comment section. Will you go for that errand? Will you like to go for such an errand like that? Will you go for an errand like that? I think you are 179. Oh, wow. Wonderful. So 179 of you. I want to see, even if it's one person that comments, there's a reason why I want to see your answer. So I'm going to be waiting for you. Until you talk, I'm not going to continue. No, you won't go. Triple Star say he's not going to go. Mr. John say he's not going to go. The truth is, you won't go. Because you know the person is not capable of doing that thing, right? The person does not have. How will he pay the woman or the man or whoever is selling? But take for example, maybe it's your dad, or maybe it's Dax or TechCrease or Polarity, or one of these amazing traders, that say go and meet that guy, tell him that I sent you. Tell him that I sent you to get that thing. Would you go? Yes or no? You don't even need the answer in that one. The obvious answer is what? Yes. Why? The question now is why? The question is why? Why would you go? The question is why? Why would you go if it's TechCrease that say you should go and get it? Why would you go if it's Dax that say you should go and get it? Why? The answer is simple, because you know they are capable. And not just because they are capable, because you trust them to deliver. You trust them to deliver. Now, the way to overcome fear in the market when you are trading is simple. But to you might be feeling that it's very big, but it's very simple actually. The way to overcome fear when trading is to trust something. So the question now that I should ask you is, what do you trust? That's the question I should ask you. What do you trust in? Do you trust because you use a system to trade? You use a style of trading to trade. So the question is, do you trust it? Because from the Bible stance, the only thing that can counter fear is love. But we're not in the Bible now. We are in real life market situation. The only thing that can counter fear, it's not just execution. No, there is something that will take your hand after those losses that you want to go back and praise by yourself. It is trust. Believe that you believe in your system. You trust before you can believe in your system. Before you can have a belief in your system, you trust the system. Are you getting it now? It is a business concept that we use, right? When you heard advertisements or marketing, all these things, you hear trusted and tested and trusted. The trusted doesn't come first. It's not trusted and tested. No, it is tested and trusted. There's a reason why it's like that. There's a reason why tested comes before trusted. So are you getting it now? So the way to overcome fear when trading, it is trust. If you trust your system, if you trust your what? Trust your system. So the question now should be asking you, the only question, I've only trusted in people. This guy, you say I've only trusted in people. So the question you should be asking yourself right now is, do you trust in your system? See, have you faced situations where your account is in like 9% drawdown, only 1% to go, but you trust in yourself that this account, if worse come to worse, I go see trade and come back? I've been in those situations countlessly, but I'm unshaking. It's not because I'm commando, I'm not Terminator. I have a heart, I feel. You know, I see those memes, they'll say, you stop loss, lejupa, a strong face, you ETP, a strong face, nothing like that. To me, I'll be sad or happy. I have feelings, right? But I know how to manage them. So, to stay on this topic, right, to stay on this thing, is trust. Do you trust your system? And the only way to trust your system, this is where I'm going to, the only way to trust it is if you've tested it, that you know that this is what my system can do. My system has been the one feeding me for the past 6 months. You know that this system works. Once you know that, once you have that trust, there is something that trust leads to. It leads to conviction. Conviction then leads to belief. I go back to saying it again. Trust leads to conviction. Conviction then leads to what? Belief. Then you not believe in your system. But mind you, you cannot trust something that you've not tested. You cannot trust something that has not shown proof of results. You cannot trust it. Just the way you're not going to trust the person sending you on that errand, except you know that person has proof of result that yes, the person is capable of handling that thing. Are you getting it now? So, and how do you test your system? You know, you back test, you front test. You do, you're back testing, your front testing. If you've been back testing for a very long time, drop back testing and stop and start trading live market. Start putting in the work. That is, putting what you've been learning to work. Start executing now. Gather data. See, data is very important to me. I don't even know how to explain this. You want to understand data, go to TOF page. TOF, you know TOF now, right? Go to TOF's page. I think he's one that will be able to explain data very well. I don't know I'm going to explain data. I don't know I'm going to tell you about data. Honestly speaking, I don't know. But TOF, I think that is a master in that, right? Is a master in that one. When he talks to you, head open when he's talking about data. See, there's a reason why business, they come up with strategies to reach out to different ethnic groups and to different people, is because they have a statistical data that shows that this thing is feasible this way. We can sell it to the ages of 19 to 20, of 20 to 25, of 25 to 30. There's an age bracket. There's a reason why they can go out confidently, send their marketing people out there. Why? Because they have a feasible system, something that works. That's why you don't see, listen now, that's why you don't see business change their strategies anyhow. You don't see them change, the business, they are employing maybe this hypothesis today, the next week they change, the next week they change. A business that changes its hypothesis or changes its policy anyhow would not stand the test of time, will fail, it will soon crumble. It cannot stand the test of time. It won't, it will crumble. Are you getting it now? It is very important that yes, the business should be able to adapt. But before adaptation, right, there is a place of you working. That is, doing your own due diligence to project your mind into the future, that in the next 5 years or in the next 10 years, or just like the way Triple Star asked that question. He's projecting his mind into the future, that okay, in the next 10 years, let's be needing this thing. That is how a businessman is thinking. That's the way the businessman is what he's thinking. So, the way to overcome fear as a trader is to trust your system, but you cannot trust what you've not tested. Listen and listen very well. The way to trust it is to test it. How do you test it? Back test, front test. In summary, gather data. If you wake me up tomorrow, but I will tell you that I don't have a 50% win rate, and I'm not talking about per month, I'm talking about overall. I don't have up to 50%. It's not up to, I think it is around 46.70 something. I don't have up to, but I can hit my chest and tell you that I would never come out in loss. I will tell you. Why will I tell you confidently, not arrogantly? Because there's a thin line between arrogancy and confidence. I will not tell you arrogantly. I will tell you confidently that I believe in my system. I trust my system to deliver this for me part time. That if I'm giving this account, or I'm trading this prop account, I'm trading this, a XXX number of accounts, right? I can deliver a certain percentage over a period of time. Why? It's because I have the data to prove that. I have the data that shows that. Not just that I have the data that I record with myself. No, I'm using other sophisticated methods. I use my FX book and others that can help me to gather those data. I have the data to show that my system works. Alright? And I do, and mind you, it will not work until you make it work. Until you sit down and say, okay, this is going to work for me. Like you're there, day in, day out. If I should tell you guys, see, you cannot do the average or do what everybody's doing and be successful. If you've been told that, that's a lie. So everybody's putting in the work. You say you're putting in the work. If I slap you, if I give you slap, your brain will just wake up. If I give you slap, everybody's putting in the work, and we know we're trading a market that is over $1 trillion that is passing. When everybody is looking for who they want to, it's a zero lump sum game. Person they look for the stop loss when you want to take. Now you only want to take. You not say you're putting in the work, and which work are you putting in? Yeah, you wake up every day, then you trade. You wake up, you're not serious. The same things that you need to do. If you like listen to people that are melancholy in their mind, people that are just like a dicycle, they are just like a mental hobo, they are not moving anywhere. You gotta listen to them. If professional traders and traders that have proven results are telling you that, like Techris is talking to you and is telling you that gather data, back test, study. You see, we always tell you on Saturdays, study. Alright, we always tell you on Saturdays, study. Or, for example, he's not just telling you to study, he's saying, okay, review your trades, journal your trades. Do you think those people are stupid? They're not. These are the things or activities that they do that keep them at par at all times. If you keep a knife unused and you drop it in the kitchen, or maybe it's a cutlass, and you don't take it to the farmland to use, right? What will happen to it? It gets blunt. But you just feel like, yes, I sabi trade, might just go the trade. I'll just keep on executing. No, there's anything that you need to put in check. So I'm still on the topic of trusting your system. You cannot trust it if you don't test it. You need to test your system. And how do you test it? Gather data. Enough data. Because backtesting will not help you. And front testing also will not help you. But doing everything together will give you a chance. Maybe you didn't hear that, I'll repeat it. Backtesting will not help you. Front testing will not help you. But when you put everything together, then you have a chance. So if you're not even doing any one of them, you are at a very big risk. You are exposing yourself to a very big risk. Are you getting it now? Because you want to have confidence that this thing, when I trade, I know saying that so it they go. This is the way it goes. I know this is the way. If you come and meet me now and tell me that BTC is going to sell, I will not argue with you. That's why I said there's a difference between confidence and arrogance. Some people are just stupidly arrogant. Yes, you know this thing, but you shouldn't be arrogant about it. Alright? If you tell me that BTC is going to sell, I know that BTC will continue to buy, but I'm not going to be arrogant about it until I see a change. I will say, okay, no problem. I will accept with you. But I'm not going to change my bias. Why? I trust my system. See, maybe I should just show you a few of the trades. That's BTC, you saw BTC. So maybe I'll see a few trades, maybe at 6 o'clock. Okay, this is a trade here. This is one trade here. There are so many trades. This is another trade here. You can come to me with a different bias. I will not listen to what I will listen to you, but I will not change my bias. You know why? Because I trust my system. The only reason why I trust it is because I have tested it. I have a data that this thing works. And listen, this is the beautiful thing. You know, a lot of persons complain about psychology. Oh, my psychology is just messed up. I said something. I said, see, a lot of persons when they complain about psychology, have you ever seen somebody complaining about something when things are not going fine? I mean, when things are going fine, everything is going fine, you're making money, everything is just coming in. And the person is complaining that I have psychology issues. Have you ever seen it? The person say no, he has never seen it. I say okay, fine. That should tell you something. That when people complain that they have psychology issues, or when they feel like they have psychology issues, is because of one thing. And what is it? When things are going wrong. And in the field that we are in, can you stop things from going wrong? It's just like poverty eradication. It's not possible to eradicate poverty. Even Bible says the poor you will have amongst you always. So can you stop things from going wrong? No. But can you prepare yourself for when they go wrong? Yes, you can. And that is when losing streaks come. Because you cannot tell me that your system has been tested and you've not really known how your system works in your drawdown. It's not possible. Because you have drawdowns. Oh, let somebody be deceiving. Somebody deceiving you. you have serious drawdowns. A few months ago, yeah, everybody was seeing life when Dax lost about $200,000, right? In a week, I've been in a few days. The next month, it cap more than that, maybe times 5 or times 6. We are seeing his trading account. That is somebody that is so, see, that work rate is crazy. Is a crazy diligent person. They talk about him left, talk about him right. Okay, yes, he might have some issues, maybe arrogance or whatever people want to say. Fine, but his work rate, his ability they do. He trusts it. He is putting in the work. Did he have drawdown? Yes. Did he come out from it? Yes. That is what data shows you. Data is not showing you only positive things. Data will also show you the negative part of trading. It will show you. It's not like the one you are backtesting. The only thing that you are taking is profits. You are a criminal. you should be castrated and be arrested. your brain not serious. You are not serious. Olaya Kudus. Yeah, New Year. Welcome. Good evening to you. Welcome to the Strive. Yeah. So you're backtesting. The only thing that you used to do when you're backtesting, the only result you used to get is just wins. You are the almighty. You just used to win back to back. You're a criminal. You're a criminal. If your data only shows you the period of only profit, you should go and check that data because when it's up. Oh God, you will not believe. You will not believe. It look like you need your village. You need deliverance because you feel like your village people are after you. I'm telling you the truth. I just tell you. That's how it look like. If your data doesn't show you the negative side, that data is incomplete. That is why when you check feasibility studies, they will always project both the positive side and the downside. That this is the positive side, this is the negative side. That is a balanced data. So that you are prepared for when things doesn't go right. Because when things are going right, there are certain things. Now listen to what I'm saying. There are certain things that you need to do when things are going right. You're always putting yourself to check. Just like the example of that cutlass. You don't sharpen it. You just, the day you want to use it, just use it. When you use a cutlass that is blunt and you're trying to cut down a tree, you will waste time. Your hand will have blisters. Am I right? You will waste time, you will waste your strength, and your hand will have what? Blisters. But if you are always sharpening it till the day you want to use it, when you want to cut it, you don't waste time. Your hand will not have those blisters, and you will not use much effort. Are you getting the point now? So all this things I'm saying is just to further buttress the statement of trusting your system. That you cannot trust something that you cannot trust something that you've not tested. And for you to test it, it means you want to gather data. Your data must encompass. Your data must have positive and negative. When we did projects, I finished my own school around 2019. That's when I finished university, right? I saved around 2020. when we're doing our project that year, we have hypothesis, null, positive or negative. Eh? And so when we're trying to, because I studied economics, so we did econometrics and all the statistics, all the shenanigans, right? We're trying to, we're trying to poster a particular statement or whatever. We'll bring the positive side, we'll also bring the negative side. That is how the data is. When your data shows you already that there's going to be a negative side, that this is it, and this is what, because this is it now. Listen to what I'm about to say. The reason for data is so that you can take certain actions and so you can plan. Listen to what I've just said. The reason for data is so you can take certain actions and so you can what? Plan. That is where you develop, you derive your risk management plan from, so that you'll be able to leverage on your data. Because some of you can trade, you are good traders, but you are under leveraging. And some of you think they are very good, but you are over leveraging because your data is inconsistent. You don't know how to derive, those actions or those decisions from your data. Are you getting it now? So your data is showing you. Your data will show you if 10 trades rule is going to work for you. So bro, Justin. So we'll talk about setting stop loss when you have a bunch of indicated lows, stop loss, that's your entry. Alright, I'm going to come that. Let me round up with this. So your data will show you, it will show you that, oh, this thing, okay. Your data will show you if 10 trade rule will work for you. The data will also show you if 10 trade rule will not work for you. I don't use 10 trade rule on all my accounts. I use 15 trades because my data shows me that I'm very okay with 15 trades. And I put it to you, the last time I built an account is more than 9 months ago. More than 9 months ago. I lost an account few months back, but it was not because of losses or anything. It was because of slippage. There are some things that are unforeseen. This one you cannot plan it. You remember that JPY slippage now that just went up. I had 2 positions open in my proper account. Due to slippage, it slipped the account. I used $500 stop loss. I woke up to see 2008 in one position, and the second one I saw 2006 something in the other position. Automatically breached daily drawdown, right? That's the only account, and I didn't breach it. I didn't blow that account. The last time I blew an account close to 9 months ago. It don't take. So your data is going to show you this is okay. You can use the 10 trade rule. Your data is going to show you okay. 10 trade rule not really go well for you. Your skin never really sharp like that. Extend down to like 20. And the extending doesn't mean that you're a bad trader. It means that, hey, when drawdown comes, you can survive. Because the goal is not just to make profit. The goal is to stay in the market for the longest of time. I hope I've been able to answer that. So before you can trust something, you need to test it. Because that is the cure for fear and executing, because there are periods when you're going to have back-to-back losses. The only thing that's going to put you back on track is what? The trust that you have for your system. One tip that I can add to that is have a journal when you journal your wins. A place where you just journal just your profits. Where you just journal your profits alone. Have a journal for that. I wanted to show my Telegram page, but I'm not seeing it. In my Telegram page, there's a part where I journal just my profits. Only profits. The charts I'll just put it there. Because if you don't motivate yourself, who wants to motivate you? Alright? So I hope I've been able to answer that though. Then Justin asks a question. Talk about setting stop loss when you have bunch of mitigated lows at that's your entry. Okay, bunch of mitigated lows as your entry. Hey, it's pretty simple now. That has to do with setting stop loss. If when you want to set stop loss, set your stop loss at, some of you make mistakes. You want to make tight stop loss. They know they carry first for tight stop. If you are not Tony Ike, don't do tight stop loss. But jokes apart, right? Your stop loss should be set at invalidation zone. For example, look at this now. I would have set this stop loss like this. Let me show you. I would have set this stop loss like this, or set the stop loss like this, but I set it like this. There's a reason why. There's a reason, because the setting of the stop loss can either reduce your reward or increase it. So what is the reason behind this? I think it's the POI that I used. Okay, it definitely has to do with the POI that I used. Yes, it's the POI that I used. If you look at this here, look at what is this now? A fair value gap. So this is the head of the fair value, and then the low of the fair value here, like this. This is the fair value gap. But for those of you that are always with me, you know what I used to use. You know I always use what? I cover the second candle completely. So to me, automatically, this becomes my what? My invalidation zone. Anything that make price go below this level, what? I'm off that trade. Meaning I will not buy again. Do you understand? So your stop loss should always be set at what? Invalidation zone. I think there's one of the traders that teaches that in our course. I don't know, but somebody has said it before. Is this Abigail or something? But somebody has said something like that before. It's like somebody said it in my channel in because there's a chat box in the channel in Telegram. What is the person call it now? Last point of something. Last point of true mitigation or something like that. I can't fully remember. If you remember, please just type it in the comment section. But I think that's what the person said, and that's one of the idols that we have, right? When she teaches it that way, the last point of true mitigation, which is correct. I call it invalidation zone. So anything that makes price goes below that level, that trade is no longer valid. I think TechRiz has also talked about it too. Yes, I'm positive that TechRiz has talked about it too. Yeah, TechRiz has also talked about it. That when you're setting your stop loss should be set at invalidation zones. So maybe it is a bullish structure like this, a bullish structure like this, and then the bullish structure has a sweep of liquidity like this, and you want to take on this trade. Say you want to use a Quasimodo entry model like this. You're not going to take this trade because of Quasimodo alone. You're not going to set your stop loss on the Quasimodo low like that. No, on the swept low. No, you cover the full candle that was swept. The low like this, you cover it completely. Yeah, why will you cover it completely? It's because that is the invalidation zone. That is where if price go below it, it is no longer what? Valid. Do you understand? So your stop loss should always be placed at what? Invalidation zone. To understand that better, I don't know if TechRiz has talked about it. I don't know. TechRiz I always recommend the first person I always recommend to be TechRiz, because it's his videos I used to watch. Even in as much as I don't sabi trade already, I still watch his videos, right? Then you can watch Polarity, you can watch Lex, Kevin Talent, so there are many. Let's see. I don't know. I don't think he made a video on it. Okay, I think he even talked about it already. This is one of the videos 5 months ago. I think you can see it, right? Lower time frame trading. I think I saw something just now on it, so I think he talked about it already. Let's just go to the original page itself. I just Odumodu song. I don't know them, but I just like Odumodu song. two singers I like listen. I can listen to their songs. Burna Boy and Odumodu. You know, parts of them. Just of them, nothing again. Now everybody go try breakfast. So this TechRiz stuff. I have Telegram. I have a YouTube, but I don't even used to promote. I don't have the strength yet. I just feel like it's not time. It's not time for me to start promoting it. I will know when it is time. I'm a very big fan of don't appear before your time. There's some things you don't force it. Some things will happen naturally. I'm not gonna force it. TechRiz has so many videos. Look at, there is a video on swing trading 3 months ago. His last video was on other blogs. He has one on, so you see I haven't watched this one already. So he has 2 videos there. I'm looking for that one on stop loss if he has. This one we just saw 5 months ago, which is lower time frame trading. So you might watch it. For the guy that asked us that question, right? You can watch it. I'm just trying to see if it's there. These are older videos, like 10 months ago, 10 months ago. I watched this video very well. This Ultimate Breakout and Retest, I watched it there. Jesus. I watched it, like my life depended on it. Look at now, see 1 year ago, you can see I watched all those videos, I watched them, all of them. Because before I started posting this thing, I watched his videos about 2 years ago. I had watched his videos 2 years ago. But those videos, you can't find them anywhere again. He deleted them. You know, now you have to brand it. It was branding and then you have to delete it. So, I think, I'm not seeing anyone on that stop loss placement though. Wait though. Price will not get there. No more losses. Last. Now everybody go chop breakfast. Shy by you. So the video that you can watch on that is, I think, is this lower time frame trading, yeah? And also watch this day trading secrets. Just take your time instead of you to scrolling on TikTok or whatever that you do, right? Watch videos. I used to watch them when I'm doing my own study. I do my own study very early in the morning on Saturdays. I'm already done. I've planned for the new week. Everything, I'm finished yet. So you can watch those videos. That's for the guy, that wonderful guy that asks about that asks about that stop loss placement. I think I've done justice to it already, but if you want further explanation, you can check that Chris video, yeah? So okay, I'm not seeing any more questions, so you guys should ask your questions. Which questions do you have? Which question is bothering you? Something that you need clarification on, ask. Type it in the comment section. Let me see. I don't know you. Who is this one? Waiting be this now. Waiting be this. I like the acoustical. Kiki. So I'm waiting. Except you guys are done with asking your questions, then we can end the session, right? You say, I dey sing. Yes, now normally now. Where will I not sing? So Justin, I hope I've answered your question, right? I need more clarity on entry, like confirmation entry. Oh, is this guy that used to sing I've forgotten that song. It sounds like that guy that sings, like to sing all this comedy song. I don't forget. So you asked, you need more clarity on entry, like confirmation entry. See, everybody with their own confirmation entry style. That's what I can tell you. For example, me, I use 2 break of structures. Okay, I think I've removed it. I use 2 break of structure principle for my confirmation entry. DAX uses a different thing entirely for confirmation entry. You can check DAX page now. Obviously, I think you would have seen it. DAX is a different thing completely for confirmation entry, right? TechRease uses something else for confirmation entry. Let me show you. I think I saw it just now. Okay, look at this now. This is day trading secrets. There's a confirmation entry that he uses here. This is lower time frame trading. There's a confirmation entry that he uses here. Although I will put you through one now though. This is reclaim block. It's actually a confirmation entry style. Quasimodo is also a confirmation entry style. Do you get? Let me see. Liquidity sweep. Okay. So the Malino. Okay. So I think I've seen majority of them, but let me show you one. This is like a general one that you should use. That I used to use too. So let's say a bullish move. So let's say price is bullish bar like this, price is going up like this, and it's sweeping liquidity and doing all those shit, right? So he leaves a POI unmitigated. So take for example, all of these POIs have been mitigated, like price they mitigate and they go. It always they mitigate and they go like this, but oh so they imagine. So this one now, price has not mitigated this particular one. You get? Now, don't forget that when price is going to come down to buy, it won't just go like a magic. There's something it does. I used to call it displacement. So how does displacement work? We usually have displacement at ICT was one that taught on displacement. So for example, when price is coming down like this, in the lower time frame, don't forget this is what is going to be doing, right? The lower time frame is going to be coming down like this, but so it's coming down like this. The moment it taps into POI displacement, you are waiting for price to do what? Clear the previous high like this. Are you getting it now? Then your entry will be on the pullback like this. This is a confirmation entry that it is the most effective. Why? Because there is a waiting period. You are waiting for price to come to your POI. Your own job is to identify that POI. Wait for price to mitigate the POI, that causes a shift in the POI, then your entry can come in afterwards. So that entry, usually this will be found in the lower time frame, like 5 minutes, 15 minutes. I use it in 5 minutes a lot, and 15 minutes. Do you understand? So let's see like price real life examples. See this now. Let's see. So already, you know, this POI has been identified already as the fair value gap, right? So let's see what we want to play price. Jesus, that was so fast. Jesus, that was so fast. Okay, I put it in 10x. Let's put it in 5. So this move that is coming down, you are waiting for it to mitigate. Now price has mitigated it, right? Let's go to 5 minutes and you see what I'm talking about. Now I'm talking about displacement. So since this one is a bullish displacement, we are looking for price to take out the high that led to the break downwards into that mitigation. So this is what I'm saying. This is what price has been here like this now. So this is it here. This is the high that brought price into here, and then what has it done? It has taken it out. So this already, now we can buy this already from here because there's a confirmation already to the upside. Alright, so let's see what price is going to do. Sucker. So it has mitigated it. You see that it did not go below the low that price came in. Sometimes it might take it off, sometimes it does. Just telling you now for clarification sake. So price has displaced and now it's going up. It's going up. So this is the most effective style. So come to the warrior. What's this one now? Oh, Apumaka, let's go to 2 hours, bros. They slow down. Thank you. Move. So that's it. So now we have TP, right? But you see that price did not just go to TP like that. It actually mitigated the POI, gave a confirmation in the lower time frame by displacing. Are you getting it now? The emphasis on what? That price displaced in the lower time frame. It displaced. Do you get? It displays in another time frame, and it is something that majority of traders are not usually patient to wait for. Any trader don't say, I bet you just enter, you just enter. No, a lot of traders don't wait for those displacements. I don't know why, right? But it's very good that you do. You wait for it. Let me show you another example. Somebody else should drop another pair so that it's not like I'm using my own. You understand? Drop your pay, like drop a pay for that you want me to check, so that I'll check it for you and then you can see it. See body, from you. So I'm waiting for you to drop a pay. I'm not part of those people that will teach you something because they've practiced it. I want us to do it live. Everybody likes Zero USD. Jesus. What? You sure stuff is shiny, Abi? That's how Yoruba say it now. Eh? Jones so cute. Jones so cute. Jones so cute. When the body they enter body. I know that people don't like Burna Boy this period, but people should leave my Burna Boy alone. I'll still listen to the song. Do not fail. Do not fail. And Mr. John, waiting happen, waiting be bro. Guy, you dey go, waiting happen. So somebody said Euro USD, right? So let's go to Euro USD and check. So this is Euro USD. Let's go. The second process and no normal. I don't think I have an entry on Euro USD though. But regardless, I'll check it. But so this is the structure before price did any magic. Before it shift, what did it do? It shifted the structure, that is, it came up and then boom, it went off, right? So this is what we have here. This is present structure, so meaning that price is bullish. So let me show you something now. So I've marked this rejection block from the 4-hour time frame, serving as our breaker block. Quite obvious. Now, so want to see how price mitigated it. So any POI that you mark at all, as long as, let me just give you this trick. See, any PO that you mark, let me reduce this thing so that you can hear me. Any PO that you mark at all, as long as it is within that range of premium and discount bar, forget it. You will see rejection from there. Now, you just need to be very smart about it, that you practice it well enough to now know how to use it. Alright, so this is a breaker block that we're going to use now. So let's see how it's going to go. So we're going to wait for mitigation. This thing, you do fast, waiting happen. So let me just do this now. So price mitigated it there. So let's go to 5 minutes. Jesus, I see they move fast. It still just moved. So this is it here. Price mitigated it here by coming into the POI there, right? Now it has displaced it by breaking through this list. If me I want to enter this kind of retrade now, I will enter using 50%. That is, for price to enter 50%. Those ones that have usually joined my live stream, you know why. I've taught this countlessly. I used to teach it over and over again, so that if there's going to be any entry at all in the future, price will come to 50% and then move away. So I've taught this one over and over again. So now it has mitigated at 50%. So normally that should be our entry. So let's just wait for price to move and move. Alright, so you see it has broken structure now. So if you entered from here using the confirmation entry bar, you hold it to the displacement low itself, and maybe you're taking 3R is your list. Yeah, so 3R is your list, but I think you should be okay. See me, if I see 2R, I dey take am. If I see 1R, no. I don't like 1R, especially except it's maybe close to 2R, 1.7, 1.8. Yeah. So you've seen the trade now. You've seen it delivered already. It delivered this 3R before stomping to the downside here. You see it, pa? So let's go back to 4 hours, right? So you see, it's still delivering, it's still going, and I can still show you another one again. Let me show you again another mitigation of a PUI. So delete all of this. This is 2-hour OB here, but because it has a sweep of liquidity here, you can see clearly. Now I want to check if this guy displaced. It's clear, bro. It's clear. See, this is the mitigation. This is when price came into it here. This is the mitigation. Now this is what I used to call abnormal displacement. In abnormal displacement, usually price will come into 50% of this whole move, like from here to here. That's what I did in that other place. So if there's going to be an entry at all, it should be like around here, and then TP should like, okay, go up. Maybe you use 3R, probably use 5R, right? Or maybe you just trade to ERL and IRL. So this is a trade that is like good or suitable for Euro USD. Do you understand? So these things here, they are simple. So you just see the way I've just broken them down, but they're kind of like simple stuff, because price will definitely what? Price will definitely displace. Price will displace. Cosine, price will definitely displace. So it comes into your, the point is, the emphasis is, it comes into your POI. It mitigates the POI and then it displays in that level. Do you get? Okay. So list on currency pairs to focus on most especially this period. Most especially this period, if you want to focus on any currency pair, focus on those ones that don't have USD. If you know what's good for your life. I'm just joking, by the way. But to me, if you ask me direct, right, that's what I'll just tell you. Focus on the ones that don't have USD. They don't get any business with USD. Do you understand? If you focus on those ones, you are safe. If you focus on those ones, you are safe. So ask your questions. If there are no longer questions, I might just end the session. Right? It wasn't planned for. I've seen that we've been catching cruise since yesterday. We've been dragging Caleb. God, I beg. Hey, I think we've been catching cruise. We've been dragging Caleb. So reasons are saying that, why am I taking it personal? I don't like people that like to change their mouth. People that want to drag unprovoked. I don't like it. Don't like it. As long as it's already, you just did your own, person just can't drag you for house. See it now. Why now? As well now, boss. But after this weekend, I'm not doing anything like that. I just go back to my serious calm self. I better lock up. So I'm waiting for any other person that has a question to ask. I hope the session has been okay. The hungry man is a fraud. Jesus is Lord. The comment section since yesterday is crazy, bro. You guys are hot. Reduce the amount you see. You not go get any me again. Jesus. This guy leave me now. Hey. Comment section from yesterday have been crazy, like gold. It's like everybody was waiting to cook Caleb. It's like everybody's waiting to cook Caleb. That's not cook him, bro. Okay, so I'm still waiting for your questions. But it's like you will not get questions. That's what it's looking like. But I know I've been able to handle, majority of the questions already. I know that, right? I know I have been able to handle majority of the questions. So if you have questions, ask. Caleb, Kiki, John, You they go na. I've been now Kiki. You will do jail, oh, you will do jail. You will do jail. You guys are so funny, bro. You guys are so funny. What's that? Yeah, I gotta go press revision. So I'm waiting. So I hope you guys studied. Well, you know, we just did a little study, sha. That's what we did. All the things that we've just done. If you practice it, if you are not better, at least with a big difference. Guys, see, block my number, delete me. Now me they tell you, I know they tell you waiting on the work. You guys should know me already by now for that. If I tell you that this is what I'm teaching you, you should know that I'm using it. I'm not like some persons that will teach you something that they don't use, right? I don't do that shit. And also for those ones that you like procrastinating, you've been procrastinating since January. We're now in November. I don't know whether you need deliverance or stop procrastinating, but stop it. I mean, I don't know how to pamper words. I shout. Sometimes I used to shout. Like, probably those ones that have drawn close to me that I want to maybe advise. Right? I want to advise, or maybe I've drawn close that, okay, these guys are my, I see them now as my mentees. I can shout to them. So then I'll tell you I will slap you. You get. So, alright. I see that the chat is quiet. The chat is already quiet, very very quiet. So nobody has any questions again, and I'm glad I've been able to attend to the majority of the questions, right? I've been able to attend to the majority of those questions. So, what do we say we end this session, and then we ask? We end the session and we ask, we continue again. You know, obviously we're going to, that's true. What solution for procrastination? There's no solution for procrastination. No. The only solution for procrastination is yourself. Just do it. Because if you continue to procrastinate, your life don't go be that. So just do what you have to do, bro. There's no need to procrastinate anything. There's no need to say I'll do it tomorrow. There's no need to say let me try it. If they tell you something, do it immediately. For example, I had issues with this chat. I couldn't see chat. The person, the fortune raised it up, and he told me, right? I just told him I'll do it. I didn't say okay, I'll work on it later. No, I'm not that kind of person. I said okay, that's an issue that I need to fix, right? And immediately I made sure I look for a way. Immediately he was saying it. Immediately I went to my ChatGPT to look for a way. Most of the things I'm doing these days now, like nobody's teaching me. Nobody. You see, I'm not the one that, even Bible says, oh man, that was inexcusable. I'm not the one that used to wait for people to teach me something. If I want to learn it, I'll first of all go and find it out myself. Once I don't get it ahead, then I'll look for who's going to teach me. Alright? And that's why it took me long before I finally got how it is to trade. Nobody taught me, like directly, nobody. Yes, so I suffered a lot. But you don't have to go through that same thing, no. You don't have to go through. There is no glory or there is no trophy in if you studied yourself, or if you say you are self-taught. There's no trophy in it, though, bro, my bro. I'm not gonna give you no trophy in it at all. If you can get somebody that's going to teach you, you know, get somebody that will teach you. I'm just telling you the truth, though. If you can get somebody that's going to teach you, get somebody to teach you. If you can get, if you can pay the money, pay. See, there's some mentorship are no cost. Techris mentorship is 200,000 naira. For something that's going to change your life, 200,000 naira is no cost. I think it's not Lai Wasabi that said it. They say info of info. In Yoruba, I'm not Yoruba by the way. I'm from Delta State. That means info of info means the information that you have. That's what you use to fly, and it's true, because man is limited by the information that he has, and man can make much progress by the information that he has, you know, in his own stead. Okay. Why trading took long? Have been trading for 1 year plus. I only deposit, I haven't withdraw. Jesus. Allah. That one is tough. Oh. Did you not have beginner's luck? Because everybody's supposed to have beginner's luck now. That particular thing that will keep you. That's what is to welcome you into the court. Trading a court. Oh. Supposed to have beginner's luck if at all now. Then triple star. You're supposed to have. But then, if you've not withdrawn, right? It might be that there are some things that you don't know yet. It might be that you're making some mistakes and you need to you need to get better in those things, right? Fix it. It's very important. Fix it. Because there's no glory in suffering for long. I'm just telling you the truth. See, there is no glory in suffering for long. None at all. So you see those people that say, oh, like me, I use myself as an example, that okay, I took a long time to start. I'll give an examples of people that did not take long and they are trading very well now. You know Logan, which is one of Luso's friends. He didn't take long, but I think he's just trading. I think probably close to a year now or a year plus. I don't know. He didn't take long, and he's very profitable. Why? Because he learns under somebody that is profitable. I think he learned under Dax. Bernard is somebody that also just started trading, right? I don't know how long he has been trading, but these guys are really getting their shit together. Some of us, it took us close to 3 years plus before we got to why, because we're trying to do, in our language, we call it Obaraburu, the Almighty. We're trying to do like we're the strongest, we're the omni-knowest. We're trying to be very brilliant and intelligent. Yes, I know I'm very brilliant, and that's one problem about very brilliant people and intelligent people. We want to just solve everything ourselves, right? There's some things you don't need that. You don't need that. Just go and learn it. If you need to pay the person, if you need to beg the person, beggar. If you need to pay the person, pay. Alright? You don't need to waste your time. So it might be that there are certain things that you need triple star, it might be that there are certain things that you need to fix. I guess you should fix it. You should fix it, right? You should fix it. There's nothing that is not doable. Because the Bible says something. It says, follow them who through faith have obtained the promise. What that means is there are certain persons now that are living the life that you want to live. They are living the reality of the life that you would like to live, right? Then follow them diligently. I'm following Tech Race today, back to back, bumper to bumper. Why? Because the things that he's doing, I want to replicate them. I might be elderly to him. I'm not a small boy. I think, wish they bomb me now. You know all the information that is to put out there. But I know I'm a small boy. Hey, my last born. Let me give you a tip. Our last born, Daniel. My last one is Daniel. Yeah, my last born is 25 years old. That's my last born on 25. My second born, which is my sister, Essie is she's 1998. 98 will be how old now? Let me calculate though. 2025 minus 1998. Hey, I did see rubbish. 27. Yeah, my junior sister is 27 years old. So you should just be projecting in your mind how old I am, right? So it's not by and there's some persons. Why am I saying this now? I'm saying this for a reason. Yeah, I'm saying this for a reason. This is what I'm saying. It. There's some person you might feel like, oh, you're elderly in age, you don't want to learn under someone that is young. You're never ready, guy. If you're if you're ready, you do what is needful. If you're ready, you do what is needful. I'm just telling you the truth. If you're ready, you will learn from who you're supposed to learn. You will call the person sir. See, you will not die. You will not die if you call the person sir. I'm just telling you, you will not die. You will not die. If you call person sir, you will not die. If you're ready to learn, see, if you know the person, you see a person with 5 years, you see a person with 3 years, learn. Put your head and learn. Put your head and learn. I'm just telling you now. Put your head and work and learn. Put your head and learn. It's very important to get. It's very, 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 very important. Uh, so I see there are no longer questions. There are no longer questions. From time to time, I'm going to make these sessions more interactive and more interesting. Well, that is why we have a chat box now. So it's supposed to be interactive by you guys commenting what you want to learn and all that, right? I can see you guys have been commenting so far. You guys are amazing. Well done. Amazing guys. Let me play song. I should play song for you guys. Hold on now. Where is this thing? Yay! Stranger Things 5 is out. Have you watched it? Wait, how can I stream my... Can I stream my full screen? Window capture... Where it is? Wait, hold on. Let me take this stuff off. I think I can stream my full screen now. Oh, I know see it. But Stranger Things is out now. Hope you know that, right? I don't know if you watched it. Yeah, I've watched it though. Try it. Wait, is this still showing? I don't even know if it's still showing. I'm trying to watch this thing. I'm not even getting what they're doing there. See, you know when they click, they load. Okay. This what's the title of the film now? Something Shadow. Isn't that last shadow of it in the car? I'm trying to play it, so I'm trying to watch it. It's not doing a safe way. This is Stranger Things. Interesting. This one is also interesting too. This Jingle Bell heist is interesting too. I don't know why they're doing Doom. You know Doom. We watched Doom like a very long time ago. Maybe listen to this. Maybe we'll get plenty data. They watch movie anyhow. Oh, that one that you said is important though, because guy, if you know the data that I used to do, bro, I subscribe my router. My router used to take nothing less than 40,000 naira every month. My phone has 2 SIM. Last Man Standing. I've not watched. Hey, you go to suggest film. Let me search it. Last Man Standing. Okay, that's the samurai now. That's samurai. That which is the Last Man Standing. Is it Last Man Standing or Last Samurai Standing? That's Saruleze. Is it Last Man Standing or Last Samurai Standing? Because it's Last Samurai Standing I'm trying to watch now. Trying to watch it. So when it comes to data, guy, I spend a lot on data, oh, bro. My router is to take up like 40k unprovoked, like 40,000 naira. Then my no, you've not clarified now. Is it Last Samurai or Last Man? Can you just type it so that I will know? Sorry to stress you, my boss. My phone, I use 2 SIMs. I just moved to a particular location now. Sometimes MTN fluctuates, so I have to use my Airtel. My phone alone, that is my Airtel, I do 20k. Then my MTN the same price. But when you're using OPay, it's 18,000 naira. Sometimes it's even 16 a bit, but it's 18,000. So in data every month, I think I used to spend close to 80k every month. So okay, Last Samurai Standing. Yeah. I'm just watching it. I don't know if it's interesting or not, but I'm just watching it. See, for a while now, they've been foolish movies on this. Wait, which one is this one? This one will be interesting. I used to like war game, war film. 13 hours. 2016. Wait, let me play this in sound. Can you hear the sound of the movie? I want to confirm if you can. If you can hear the sound of the movie, I'm trying to play it now. If you can hear the sound, just tell me. Because there are some settings I need to do for that one to work. But I doubt it, sha. You guys should talk. Can you hear it? Can you hear the sound of the movie? That's the movie that is playing right now. People monthly feeding salary, feeding money. Toyin, Fimile, please leave me alone. Oh, you can hear the sound of the movie. Oh, wonderful. So you guys want to watch it? Hey, I'm not serious. Now my data will now finish. See, triple star. Triple star say, let's watch a movie. If I punch you, all these movies, the only thing that they used to do there, they're just trying to show American power, you know, pass like that. I'm with you. I'm not seeing the movie playing. I'm only seeing black. Netflix is not playing. I'll share with this. It's not playing. You can hear the sound, but you cannot see the screen. Yes. Okay. I don't know. I'm going to fix that one though. That one will be another settings entirely, bro. I'll figure out how to do that one. Don't worry. Once I say I'll figure something out, I will definitely figure it out. Right. So, for those of you that say you want to watch film, go and watch the film yourself. Watch it yourself. Not me, you go stress. So, since there are no questions, right? I'm not seeing any questions like, yeah, it's not playing. I'm not seeing it. See that village people, no, it's not really village people. There's a setting I need to do so that it will stream, and I think it's YouTube that I think it's Netflix that have the issue. You know, Netflix has this privacy stuff. You know, like you're using Telegram now. If you screenshot in Telegram, there's some channel that is protected. You screenshot, it will not screenshot it, and if you try to record it, it's just a blank. It's the same thing with Netflix. If you screenshot something in Netflix, I don't know, it doesn't show. So let me see. It doesn't come out yet. Let me open the app again. Let me try a screenshot if it will show. But if I screenshot with my phone, it doesn't show. Let me just do it with my phone first. Where is it? If I screenshot it with my phone, it not show anything. It's crashing, oh. It's crashing, oh. It's in a village people. The village people are really strong, my brother. Okay, then I want to try a screenshot now. A screenshot though. On my phone. It's screenshotting now. Let me see if it screenshot the movie itself. You see? It didn't screenshot the movie. So that means you can see other parts of it. I can't see the movie itself. So I guess it's a setting. It's a setting. I don't know how to fix that setting yet. But I'll watch it. Today I'll learn it and I'll fix it. That one's not the issue. That's not an issue at all. So that means if you play videos from maybe TechCris page now, you'll be able to see it. I'm clear. I'm sure you'll be able to see it. You see? Wait though. Okay. See. Can you see it now? That's all these people they mad. Netflix now they pungolo cigar. You guys should talk. Can you see TechCris video? You guys are not saying anything. No? Can you see it? I will remove it too. Can you hear it? Not just see. Can you hear it? Oh, you can hear it. Okay, cool. So in this video, TechCris was talking about other blocks. when you watch it, as I watch this one finish, we're done for today. Oh, I've tried for you guys. So let's listen and be blessed. You people should tag Tech Chris to come and see we're watching his video. Go ahead and tag him in the comment section that you should come and watch his video. Oh boy. So immediately we're done with this video on other block, we'll be done. We'll continue some other day. Make I go find for a chop. Like, when I hear that one, price is what? Fractal. Yes. Mm. You saw we saw this particular stuff a few minutes ago.
So, but I've been able to note a few of them on the daily time frame on XAUSD, and I've shared a couple of them with my students and um, with the media. So you can see one here. In fact, it has been happening for a while. So this is one here. Although this one is not really that visible, and I said this one, but it's not really that visible. So we're going to skip this one. We're going to talk about the one that is very, very clear, which is this one here, right? This one here. So look at what the market did. Let me expand it. Now we can see that we actually dug into this fair value, and if you know gold very well, if you trade gold, you would know that gold actually loves reversing from fair value gaps, right? So if you're not really confident, this particular order
I
block
hope you guys heard that gold usually reverse from what's fair value gap.
comes out before
First
the
person I heard that from was
probably right
Lex.
here, $4,000 now. Look at the order block here. So you can see this rejection week, right? You can see this the inverse hammer, and then the next candle was digs into it a bit and then closes above it, right? This creates one of the strongest order blocks you'll find, right? So sometimes you can also decide not to move in blindly. You can probably just wait for the confirmations inside the ball. Ordinarily, when I see this thing on the daily time frame, on the H4 time frame, and it aligns with the market structure, that place is my entry, right? That place is my entry. No, non-negotiable. It's my entry. So look at it here again. Before the breakout, it happened before the breakout again. Look at it here. So we have price actually come to take out this in this liquidity. Price took out this liquidity, mitigated on this key level, the support, mitigated on the support, and when it mitigated on that support there, what did we do next? We had that rejection candle, that inverse pin back, right? So when most persons see this, they'll think, oh, price is reacting from here, right? Price reacting from here, rejecting from here, so we should continue selling. But when the buy pressure is a lot, price breaks out of it and closes above it. Now that close above it is what actually now gives it the logic that, oh, that particular place is like a high sensitive area. So because this particular previous mitigation was not able to hold and price, kind of like price flipped above it, this particular place becomes the entry. Now, those some persons who do not know of this thing will be putting their entry here, and they are not wrong, but you're coming out with a more tighter risk to reward ratio, right? And you can see that price actually mitigated that and what went up ASAP. Now, the same thing also happened here as well. The same thing to if you didn't even trust this, these are all on the daily time frame. So if you had not trusted this particular move, now price also came very close to the point of interest with the whole rejection week thing again, and then price managed to close above the gold structure. That's a confirmed when we have a break of structure on the point of interest, a bounce of a point of interest that breaks structure. Many of times that's like a confirmation for price to keep buying. And you can see what happened next. Price just used this place as a continuation, and we've been buying. And the thing about gold is that when it starts buying, it rarely gives you opportunity to enter again. Probably just keep can you see the can just look just see the move. Just see the crazy move it's been printing for a while. See the crazy move it's been printing. So let me show you a couple of them on USDJPY as well, just so you could see that it's not bluff and
Get everything you need to succeed online with Hostinga's biggest Black Friday sale yet. Web hosting plans now start at just 2,900 Naira a month. Go online in minutes with Hostinga AI. Plus get a domain name and extra months for free. Get 24/7 expert support and try it risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Join more than 4 million people making their dreams a reality online. Go to hostinga.com/ng and launch your website today.
this particular So this is one I traded these two of them. If I'm not even two, I think three self on USJPY, but one of them is a bit complicated, so I'm going to go straight to the ones that are easier to find. So see this one, same thing, same thing, same thing. Price dug into this fair value gap, and price, you can see that price will mitigate something that may be causing it to sell, right? Price mitigated something that may be causing it to sell, and oh, the sentiment that is price is going to keep selling, right? But now the buyers are strong enough to kind of like break out above that particular sell candle. Now that alone is what creates that other block, that very strong other block, that logic alone that it was supposed to sell before, but buyers were able to take over, and you can see how much this particular zone held this thing, and it rallied so much. It gave me one of my first very huge figure profits. Yeah, so another one happened here, but it's quite complicated. So this was the next one that happened. The same thing, same thing. We took old lows are also liquidity pools, right? So we took an old low and price closed inside, and then this was on Wednesday, July 2nd. Price connected this. So you can see again, it
I'm
will be
back, guys.
reacting from
My
a
mom called
supply
me, so I
zone.
had to pick a call.
So it will give people like the inference
Many are
that
we now?
price is actually what?
How many are we? How many are
Which
we?
it is actually, because you can't even tell. Price is indeed bearish, but then
288.
buyers
I
are
hope
strong
288 of you are
enough
following me.
to
289.
above, right? It breaks above that
Follow
particular
me,
line.
you.
So
Follow
anything
290. Follow me, you,
into
my boys, my guys.
entry, and you can see how the market just sniped that and started going up from there. And it's like whenever it happens
How is it that
on like daily time,
200 and
price
something
comes
of you are on this live, and I have only 5
usually
retweets?
very huge.
Jesus.
Market just
Una this vessel.
so usually very huge. On our previous video, we talked about this type of other block, and you can see it here. Many of these other blocks will start becoming clear to you as you actually proceed. So this is one of the ones that I actually have found. You can do your research, check it on like the other time frames, like H4, other time frames. Just go and do your research. You're going to see how powerful these two other blocks we've talked about so far actually were. The last one we're going to talk about is the hidden block, and that will be a separate video. I don't know when that one is going to be uploaded, but it's going to be a separate video too. Um, if you actually enjoyed it, subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that whenever there's a new drop, you're going to be able to see it first. And also, Psychedelia 26 is coming next year for the next year batch of students. So if you want to learn everything I know, it's the class where you get to learn the way I trade, and zero blocks, you get to be transformed into the trader you want to become. All you need to do is go to Telegram, search at Psychedelia Waitlist. That's all. Or you can check my bio, check my bio. Yes, check the links on my bio. You're going to see the waitlist link already dropped there. Do not miss it. I do not want you to miss it, because last year I didn't really do so much publicity for the class, and so many persons who hear it could not get it, because it's once a year class, like once a year, and the fee is not much. It's just $150. It's once a year class, once a year opportunity. If you miss it for 2026, you will not get it again until 2027. So I needed to make that announcement and get that out of the way, right? So with that said, I wish you guys a profitable week ahead, and if there are questions you can ask on the comments, and if there are video suggestions you want to see in the future, you can also drop it in the comments and let me know what you think about this. If you've done your research and you've proven this to actually be true, still comment and encourage others. And it also works for sell too, so it's not just buy, so but just do your research. It also works for sell. You can see it here happening for yourself as well. Everything I teach you is not only for buy, it works for yourself too. Happen for yourself there and the market too. So anyways, that will be all for now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.
Take care. I hope you watched everything to the end. Says we'll see us in the next video. Let's read this. Get out. Which short videos again can we watch on Tech News Video? I'm like liking what we're watching, because some of you, if I leave you, you will not study. See now, as you study this now, how many minutes? Just 14 minutes. If they leave you, you will not study. If they leave you, eh? And you're bad character. That's Chucks, Mr. Chucks. So that's video on other blocks by Techery, right? That video is very important to my bro. Like I used to use it, I'm still using it, right? This is it now. This one will just watch 14 minutes again. I'm using it and I'm using it. Now this one will be like very long for us to watch. Swing trading. This swing trading one is 46 minutes. If you want us to watch it, tell me you want us to watch it, and I will play it. I will watch it. If you want us to watch it, yeah, Mr. John, we are active. So nice. I'm making a feel matured man. This guy. If you want us to watch it, tell me. I will play it. I have data. Don't worry. The data is in surplus. So we have few videos like from Techies. We have swing trading, day trading secrets. I remember watching this everything on Techies desk. Jesus, $5,000, bro. Some trading decks is expensive. This one costs like 10 million naira to set off, bro. Then lower time frame trading. You guys should talk. You want to watch or not? If you want to watch, talk. If you don't want to watch, let me end the session. I think there was one video like that I watched though. That I don't know if Techies still left it here though. But there's one video like that. Oh, I don't think you've ever seen this one. This one was 10 months ago. Techies was talking about why some price actions leave your liquidity behind. Let's watch this one. This one won't blow my ear because of everything I do. Wait, this thing is in
Hello
what?
everyone, you're welcome back.
Okay, don't start.
As usual, it's Techies here. I'll be your host, your tutor and your friend.
I'll be your host, your tutor, and your friend.
Tutorial is presented to you by the Chatopia 2.0 Academy, and we'll be looking at
Before we continue on this particular video, I think you heard what you said. This thing no go stop. This one no go stop.
Hierarchy means like arrangements. That's just it, like
You see,
arrangements in terms
Listen,
of like
stop.
order of importance.
you heard what Techies said about. Okay, that's stop now. You heard him when he talked about the psychedelia. Me presently, I don't have mentorship I'm doing, so it's the one that I know that I know that these ones will change you and help you and put you in a certain place. I will tell you to do. You get. So psychedelia can change many things about you or for you. Watch it. So enroll for it. It's not that expensive. Some of you, the money used to carry Olusho or carry different things. The money is much. So put that money in a better place this month. So this video is a 10-month ago video. Why price skips other blocks, yeah? I know you're not going to regret it. So we've watched one, this is another one. So let's see. Let's watch it
I
together.
can just tell you, arrange this in alphabetical order, or arrange this from the smallest to the biggest, or from the most valued to the less valued, and all of that. So that's like what the hierarchy is. So the hierarchy of order blocks. This video is going to be a very short video actually, because it's not a lot, right? It's not like a strategy. I'm just trying to like show you. So the hierarchy of order block is that there are not order block. The hierarchy of points of value. There are some points of value that are more valued over the other ones, right? So there are some points of values that like basically when price gets there, price wants to react from them there instead of the other way around. You get. So like that's just what it means. So I think in the first, I think I'll just type it. So the first one up right on top, because you actually learned the first one right on top sits the expansion type entries. Expansion type entries. Right? Then after it we have the fair value gap. After it we have other blocks.
This is your brain when you're struggling to focus. And this is your brain when you're in the zone. But getting in the zone and staying there, that feels more like luck than something you can control. So that's why we made Brain FM. It's like a do not disturb setting for your mind. And it gets you focused in just 5 minutes. Using science and sound, Brain FM guides your brainwaves into an optimal state for productivity called neural phase locking, which lets different parts of your brain work together more easily. Compared to average music, Brain FM actually increases and sustains your focus over time, letting you stay in the zone for as long as you want. You can also use Brain FM for relaxation, meditation, and even sleep. But don't take our word for it. Join millions of others and try it yourself for free, and see what you get done with Brain FM.
The Sims Digital Center's Black Friday is here again, starting from November 28th to 29th, 2025. Enjoy up to 80% discount on televisions, air conditioners, refrigerators, mobile phones, and lots more. For more details, call 9010-376-670 or 700.
Okay, after this expansion type entries, we have any form of liquidity type entry. That's like this void and all of all those things. When you just have like a liquidity void around your this draw, something like the draw, when you have like a liquidity very close to your entry, most times price will want to like take off any place that is liquidity, because that's what price seeks. Price will want to take off any place that is liquidity first before anything happens, right? So after the other blocks, other block, I think then you have other distance. So I'll just stop here because this is like the only type of points of area of values that we've actually learned, or points of interest that we actually learned. So I'll cut it short here. So expansion type entries, we have breakout block and execution block. So don't forget. So liquidity, any place that's liquidity, price will most likely wants to react from there and drop, because like price is seeking liquidity. Then we have fair value gaps, then we have other blocks. So you can see other blocks is like the last in this list. This means other blocks, price will react to another block when price wants to. But if there is an expansion type entry, like a breakout or a mitigation block around that place, price will most likely prefer to trade from there. Alright, so right up, we can actually see this example here where we actually have this is a break of structure. So this break of structure basically, this place has been mitigated. Oh, sorry, not that mitigation. So, but this break of structure validates this particular area as another block, right? And then what happens? Price just comes and does what? Boom, takes it out, expands and take it out, right? And then price came here and dropped. So now this, what happened here is price actually created a form of liquidity, right? So see what happened. Shift this recording button somewhere. Alright, so this place now, price has created a form of liquidity. Some persons will think it's with the entry, still fine, but price has created a form of liquidity here, right? Right, and look at the actual entry here, which sits very, very, very close to it. So basically, you can actually take this type of trades and it will play out very, very, very fine. So you can see, and if you actually target here as your target, you target there as your target, you would have roughly a 3-hour trade, and you'll be in for a lot of money with that type of risk reward. Alright, before RR. Alright, so you can see how very sweet and very clean this one is. So you can see that the other block right on top of here was basically missed. The other block right on top of here was what basically missed. Right, price did not react from there. So that's just one the thing about hierarchy, where there is fair value gap or another breakout block. Price most likely wants to react from there instead of the other block. You can see another scenario here. Okay, the same scenario too. This one went up a bit. Same scenario to break or structure. This particular order block has been mitigated, which now validates this particular one now as the new order block, right? Now we can sorry, as a new expansion type entry, guys. So sorry, as a new expansion type entry. So this is a fair value gap. This I'm on a lower time frame. This is on 45 minutes. If you go to the higher time frame, this is a fair value gap. How do I know? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this structure. Look at this formation. This is a fair value gap, because I know some persons will be like, but it's not a fair value gap. It is, if you look very well. This is a fair value gap. I can try and go up the higher time frame and check. Can you see this fair value gap? So now this fair value gap, yeah, it aligns with both this mitigation block. There's mitigation block, there's fair value gap, and then there's a form of liquidity here, right? There's a form of liquidity here. So you can call this one inducement. Alright, and see what price did. Price came up. Remember what I told you guys about fair value gaps? If price wants to react to any gap, price will extend up to 50% of the gap. So price will come up to 50% of the gap before dropping. So what happens? That's the consequence encroachment. So you place at the 50%. Your target can actually be any of this external range. This one as your TP1. If you want to go to further notice, this is your TP2. And this is finally your TP3, the last visible external range there, right? And boom, SL's right above the FVG, and this is a very very clean 10RR delivery, right? A very very clean 10RR delivery. So this one is actually very nice. Next time you see something that looks like that, you just note all these points of area of value is actually aligned up. And you can see that the other block was basically missed. The other block here was basically missed. Which is this one, was basically missed. Why? Because there's a fair value gap, there's liquidity, and there is presence of like a mitigation block there. So what is price looking for the other block for? Although in some certain locations the price would actually go to the other block, we all know that the market has a mind of its own, you get. So yep. Okay, so it's not really something, it's not really much, it's not really a lot. So that is like, I'm sitting for my example, that's like to cause a short hierarchy of points of interest. You just know what points of interest the price is most likely going to respect and which one it's, it will miss out on, you get. So trying to look for one very clear example. Very, very clear example.
So you guys see that you know me that used to sing, you know. Even they used to sing. Apple not the 4 far from the 3.
Okay, I think this is another one. Did I mark out this one? What's happening here? But this is another one, Sha. This is another one. I forgot what happened here. I don't even know why I marked it out, but I don't want to go the high time frame. But let's just see 4-hour time frame. Okay, exactly. I just remember that I know I was teaching something and this happened. So you guys can clearly see it now. After this expansion, it created room for this mitigation block, right? And then price was steered up to the 50% mark. And because of the expansion, price will not want to go up to the other block. And price actually is attracted more to breaker block and mitigation blocks than other blocks. And this is like 9.8R. If you leverage this on your MC4 and your MC5, you'll be in for a lot of money. Trust me. So the same thing happened here. This expansion gave room for the mitigation block around here, right? And then price also steered up to 50% of its targeting the external range. You should have. Okay, so this one I took this trade and I shared it with I'm 13-hour setup. Very very clean. But if you want to actually play it safe, you can put your stop losses above the other block. We have like a 5.74 hour, which is not bad. So that is it. That is it. Just take it in mind that price would most likely want to react to a breaker or a mitigation block more than it would want to react to another block, right? And price would most likely want to seek liquidity where it finds liquidity if there is no area of value around it, or if the other block is too far away from it. Price just take liquidity and do what about turn. You get so okay, see what happens now. The other block probably seated wherever it wants to sit, somewhere above here, right? Somewhere above there. So the expansion happened, and where the price now reacts, price now reacted to this what mitigation block that is here. So you can see that price just swept liquidity. Price just swept this liquidity and just dropped. Like if there was no mitigation blocks, PSF price would just drop. Price just sweep that place and just drop. Like you can see how very immediate it is. That's why like if you're not sharp, you're waiting for price to come up back again, you'll be able to miss your entry. You just need to be able to like read what is happening on the charts to get. So yeah. It's like in this type of situation now, this rapid type of situation, someone's waiting for price to get here. Before it gets here, you know what you must have waited for now. So that's just it. Be reactive, not predictive, right? See this one too. Price just took out the liquidity and then reversed. No time to check time. Price took out the liquidity and it was reversed. Know what time to check time. Okay, so that'll be all for hierarchy. In the next video we'll be looking at other things. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Okay, so we've successfully watched 2 videos, right? Two. That's good. You know, why are we even doing this? Some of you we know normally they don't force you to study, no go study. So I have forced you automatically now. I don't know how long we've been here. We started this in around Jesus is Lord. My God. What is the time? 7:20. 7:28. Okay, we've been here for like 1 hour 25 minutes. It's like Marsha. Yeah, we've been here for like 1 hour 25 minutes. That's good. That's good. So you see, there are a lot of videos that you can watch. There are like a lot. And it's not just Tekri's video that you can watch, right? Me now, Tekri's that I used to like, watch more often, right? But maybe it's any technical video that that will help you. Instead of most of you used to bookmark. Instead of bookmarking it, there's no need to bookmark. Just look for them and watch it. See, let me show you one. See the polarity. I think my network is fluctuating there. Let me see. It's a 5G connected. Still connected. So I think my network is fluctuating, but it will come up now. Now there are trades also that you can use. I didn't know. See, let me see this. I don't think I've said it before. I didn't know anything about premium and discounts, right? Not until the day. How will you save the video? Okay, Habibi. It's automatically saved on my X. Just bookmark it. You can just go back and bookmark it. I didn't know anything about what's it called now? Premium and discount until I saw premium and discount on X Trade. I'm telling you the truth. Which is someone that used to write trades that much. Polarity used to write trades. Some of you don't even know Polarity's page, but this is it. Just click on highlight bar. Look at these are highlights, so things that you can study and practice. So see, there are even videos. Where is down? See, there are even videos that you can watch, right? I've entered the posts, like let's see the highlights. There are even videos that you can watch. This polarities page now, see here it explained order flow. Here explain order flow. Here it was talking about framing E setups. It mostly trade gold, right? Mostly trade gold. Here it talked about time frame analysis. See, mostly trade gold. So for those of you that like gold like very much, you see, you can use it. So it's not just to bookmark, it's actually to use it. If somebody asked about procrastination, that how can you solve the issue about procrastinating? It's simple. I just showed you now. Just for example, right now we saw a video, wanted to watch it, we watched it. No, nothing to we'll watch it later. We'll watch it immediately. It's the same attitude you use when you are trading. You want to study, you be like, I'll do it later, I'll journal later, and should be just later now. All those little bad habits, they lead to things that are very destructive. See, this is liquidity explanation, and he did a video. I mean, this is explanation on power of 3. That's, you know, the power of 3 now: accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. So this is polarities page now. This is just polarities page. We talked about time and price, liquidity, order blocks, trade optimization. See, this is as far as, let me see now. Some of the things here, but they are as far as 2 years ago. See, now this is 2024 August. To tell you that I've been following most of these people for long. Let's say I've been stalking them. This is, you want to frame bias. Look at that displacement I was talking about, the one I just taught you not quite long. Displacement. This is the bearish displacement. A lot. So this is okay. This is price alchemy model. This is polarity. Polarity trade ICT. So you know that, okay, you are the ICT fan and all that. Go to this guy's page, watch it. You see, since now when I don't talk, but I know, okay, this is premium and discounts now. This is polarities explanation on premium and discount. This was January last year. You see, since I've been talking, this is on the other block. Since I've been talking, I've not really said, okay, stay on my page, do my something on my page. You know, my goal is to point you towards value. I'll just put it that way. Okay, my goal is to point you towards nothing. I don't really have anything I will say apart from that. And my goal is to just point you towards value, something that is going to be beneficial to you. So this is targeting, is like a sniper. Liquidity mechanism, other block validation. That is how you know other blocks are valid. This is as far as 2023 now. Liquidity runs, inducement zone, price alchemy model, then explanation on Q zone, that's London Q zone, power of 3. A lot, even ICT reversal pattern, all those Judas swing and all that. See, a lot. I don't know what you're looking for, is there. It is there. And this is just polarity zone. If you get, this is polarity. If you go to Techri zone will always be in my search, because I always go to this page to check 1 or 2 things. If you go to Techri's page now and you click on highlights, see, things as far as, what am I even saying, 2020, you will see them. Is there, right? And all of them are beneficial. So it's not just that you are online, you're just catching crews, you're just, see, study this. This is one of the videos that he explained when we just watched that confirmation entry, right? And part of the thing I just explained also when I talked about POI and mitigation, when the person asked about the triple standard, when he asked about confirmation entry, this is a confirmation entry model, like a confirmation entry model that if you use, you can't go wrong with these things now. You can't go wrong with these things. See, this is higher time frame buying model, simple stuff. You can't go wrong. You know why you can't go wrong with these things? Because these persons, they have put their time and efforts into putting these things out. But the problem with people is that, okay, so this is a trade on backtesting, a whole trade on backtesting from YouTube Techies. Now, but the problem is people don't know how to put in the work to get what they want. So you see the lifestyle, you want lifestyle, you want to catch cruise and all. It's fine, no. And nobody tells you may not catch cruise, because if you're serious with your head, now you sabi you. But at least sometimes, or most of the time, let me put it that way. This is Techies, this is the house that Techies even built. Oh. That was last year, remember that one? See, sometimes, or most of the time, know when to balance these things, right? Like, you know how to balance them. You know, say, okay, this is what I want to do here, this is what I want to do here. Do you understand? You know how, okay, this is a video on, see, look at this, is bookmarked. I bookmarked it. This is a video on structure shift, if I'm not wrong. Okay, yes, shift of structure, shift of market structure. This is a video on it, 7-minute video on it, but the continuation is in YouTube. So there's no way you will go wrong by putting in the work and not getting your results. And I tell you, because if you say, okay, I don't put in the work and not getting the results, you need to check the putting in the work. So are you actually practicing something that works, or you are giving yourself hope? Two different things. Like, yeah, now you do the, you motivate yourself, or you are following the footsteps of somebody that is already successful, and the person is dropping blueprints. I've said the scripture before, and I'm going to repeat it, right? The Bible says it. It says, follow them who through faith have obtained the promise. In other words, there's a kind of lifestyle that you want to live. There's a kind of life that you want to live, bro. And there's some persons that have already achieved these things. You see, I'm showing you Techies page because it's the one I follow bumper to bumper like that. So you, it might be dark. Hey. You. Don't cut. So that other one, I think we stayed for long. I don't know, maybe that's why it didn't cut. I don't know why, but it don't cut. So we're going to end the session here now. You've tried now. You've tried. We stayed almost 2 hours, if not more than. So we're going to continue. Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow, yeah, don't worry. Tomorrow I'll continue with you. Definitely. So we've studied. I would implore you to go and review your results for the week. Go and review. Make it studious. Go and review. Just check the things that you did during the week. Just go and check it, right? They are very helpful. These things are helpful, right? These things are helpful. So when they say, why is it doing this? People don't really care about you. I will tell you, it's not everybody. Some of us, we do it because we care about other persons. I want to see you progress. I'll end it with this thing I used to say. My prayer is for all of us to get to the height of our careers. Every one of us. But it's not going to happen by mistake. It's going to happen with the result that you put in. So take care of yourself. Bye for now. And I'll see you when I see you.